Good morning, everybody. I left Apple. Okay, so not anymore. Done. I have a little introduction, and 77 years ago, my grandmother, who was Jewish, escaped Nazis and ran into France. And here I am today. I'm back, and I want to say that I'm very, very proud to be here today. And Czech, everybody. Okay. So let's start with this crazy idea of the future of mobile. So for me, the future of mobile is something that I have been doing mobile for 10 years already. And here is my day. So in the commute, in front of my computer, I don't have anymore the TV, and even in my bed when I wake up in the morning. So this is crazy. Have you noticed that everybody now is on their phone? I mean, everybody. If you go to the playground, because I have a son 3.5 years old, the parents are on their phone. They don't play with the kids. If you go anywhere, there's Mobiconf, you know? It's crazy. So let's talk about that. So to talk about the future, let's talk a little bit about the present. And I think the present is completely social. So on Earth, there's 5.5 billion adults over 14 years old, okay? And 5 billion people have a mobile phone. That's a lot. But 2.3 billion people have a smartphone. So we have a huge, huge audience. And what is interesting with this graph is in 2010, the yellow line is declining, where the green line is rising to the top. So when CEOs or startup ask me, should I design a laptop or a web interface, I would say, yeah, you can. But let's focus on smartphone. And also, what is interesting is we are basically the technology is following a S-curve. So the PC is declining, the mobile is rising. We are on the last phase, the deployment, where now it's all about, two platforms, iOS and Android, and there's no invention anymore. There's very few tweaks on the camera. You have like Face ID or some stuff like that, but it's not major. What we don't know, and I would give anything to know which one is the next S-curve. Got some ideas, but we'll talk about that later. So if you look at Facebook, beginning of this year, they were giving us the numbers, and I freak out. Seriously, they have almost 2 billion people active on Facebook. Some people in Asia think internet is Facebook. Isn't crazy? They have 600 million people in Instagram. Where it's crazy, it's 1.2 billion, and 1 billion are active on Messenger and WhatsApp. So if you, for example, like me, design a chatbot, you have potentially 1 billion audience. So that's crazy. When I started the mobile, it was 50,000 people in terms of audience. Now we have access to 1 billion. So it's cool. I love this 2017. But also, when you listen carefully what Mark Zuckerberg is saying, he's giving us an advice, especially if you own a business. Businesses are on Facebook, and he advises us to design better products. And because we're going to make them very social by design, people will love them and then start to share their experience. If they share, you get more profit. So it's a virtual circle, and it's beautiful at the moment because it works for 65 million businesses. 65 million businesses is the population in France. So it's quite crazy. Now, if you look at the audience penetration between 18 and 34, almost 95% of the millennials are on Facebook. So you know where to design. And also almost 75% are on Instagram. So millennials spend something like 15 hours per month on Facebook and 6.5 hours on Instagram. So I only give you one advice: be on those platforms, or you're done. So, social. But how about video? So the first time I talk about that, the new App Store was absolutely not revealed. So let's talk about video. In last year, 50% of the traffic analyzed by Ericsson was made by video, something like 8.5 exabytes. That's a lot. So the projections are crazy. I love this effect. 2022, it will be around 75% of the mobile data traffic. So again, you design for social, but you have to design for video too. And here's a little trick for the people who are using media, especially on Facebook. Why are you still making video in landscape? Okay, you know what? Nobody is watching anymore the video like that. Except if you use Netflix or that stuff. But most of the time, you're scrolling and you're seeing a video. So basically, the surface of landscape video in portrait is around 70K pixels. So now, one of the advice I heard in a conference recently comes from a Facebook guru. She said, create a video, a square video, with subtitle. Because people are scrolling, and they know it's a video, because you have the play button, but also there's a hook, some text. If the hook is cool, people will tap. They don't listen to the sound of the video. They read the subtitle. And now, if you have time, you can design for portrait, where you have the new App Store, and it's definitely a cool stuff. So let me show you a video. You see, I've been brainwashed by Apple. But seriously, it's very smart, because they use the video as the main interface. So you see the interface, especially if you watch it on your smartphone, it's cool. And they have their subtitle. Of course, they put a nice music, but you don't really need the music, you get the point. So if you create a video in your for the App Store, iOS App Store, please bear in mind that it's one of the best examples. It's very inspiring. So, social, video, adaptive. So, do you mind to raise your hand if you're a developer? Oh my God, okay. Cool, hi. So, adaptive and responsive, you know this story. So I'm a bit bold on this, but you can talk to me, punch me later about that. I would love to hear your point of view on that. So what is a mobile? If you look at a mobile, there's so many sensors and so many stuff that we can do. Even with, just like the location, the GPS, the cell towers, the Wi-Fi, we can do a lot. But you also have sensors for proximity and ambient. So it's and biometrics, all this stuff. If you compare my smartphone to this lovely new MacBook, this is a dumb computer, where this is a real smart computer I have in my pocket. So now, we come from this. I'm old enough to remember the beginning of internet-ish, I mean, like for a designer, trying to do some stuff on Photoshop, giving that to my developer friend, and he looked at me like, no, this is too heavy. Oh, come on, you can make it. And we come from this screen size on laptop, and we had, like 10 years ago, the first iPhone, and we made it responsive. But what I think now is responsive design is one technique in an adaptive web design strategy. Because in adaptive, you have all the constraints you don't have on the laptop. The ergonomic, the touch capacities, the geolocation, etc. I've been talking about that a lot with developers, and we came to an agreement, kind of, in my job. So we decided to put in the responsive bucket the laptop and the tablet. By the way, the tablet are dying. So PC, tablet, they are dying. So we put the design and the code into the laptop, tablet bucket, and we started to create more adaptive design and code, especially with React. Raise your hand if you use React. Whoa, okay. Nobody, basically. Very good platform invented by Facebook. I'm not paid by Facebook to do the promotion. Really powerful, especially if you want to have a code who works on both platforms, iOS and Android. So, the present is social, be on Facebook, Instagram. Video, make square videos with subtitle, and make it adaptive. So, what's my job? It's really difficult, and I'm pretty sure you have the same problem at home or with family. What do you do? And I'm a UX architect, means nothing for most of the people I meet. So what I'm saying is, I want to give back some free time to people. If people spend less time on my interface, on my app, I win, because I'm more efficient and my app is more efficient, so I free some time for people. And that's quite, I love this movie, by the way. So how about the future? So again, who likes passwords? Well, okay, cool. If someone raises his hand, I'm in trouble, like, wow, seriously, you like password? So I've been working last year on a there's one. Okay, I don't have a Samsung to send you, but virtually. Last year, I was working with a lovely startup, and we designed this video app for kids under 5. And our main competitor was Google, and we beat them, and I was so proud. So basically, an app for kids under 5, they don't understand any interfaces, okay? They don't understand hierarchy, they don't understand icons. Basically, they love colors, and they understand to tap or do some stuff. So it was cool, and it was quite a challenge to design that. In January, we have been featured worldwide in all app stores. So for this startup, it was $300,000 of free marketing. So they were super happy. So when you design an app for kids, you have this problem. Parents, they want to, legally, you need to do an age gate. So we did a test, of course. I got a son, all the developers have kids. So we started following the guidelines. So you enter 1984 once. The second time, your kid is watching. The third time, your kid is doing 1984. They don't read, but they remember where to tap. So it doesn't work. So don't follow the guidelines, it doesn't work. what works is you have to read something, and of course, it's random. So that's quite funny when you work for kids. But when you work for adults, you know about Touch ID. You have one chance at 50,000 that someone else have kind of the same fingerprint. So basically, it's quite safe. So they launched Face ID, and they said, 1 at 1 million. So basically, nobody has my face. I'm lucky. And they did some tests, and the video, the keynote was really cool with the mask, a bit like bizarre, but it was funny. So how does it work? You have a bunch of sensors, infrared, and then you send like a picture of you. That's cool, okay? And then they show that. I don't know if you need to hold your phone like that. I'm here. I want to test it. But basically, your face is now your password. I like it, but I found something better than that. I found that, okay, it's cool. There's a lot of sensors, but what if we go further? What if we use more biometrics stuff? Here's what I found, and I'm a beta tester of them.
So I have the Unify ID app installed on my phone as well as on the computer. Now, once you install Unify ID, you don't need to deal with passwords or authentication again. When you go to a website like Amazon.com, can we switch to the demo computer, please? Great, thanks. When you go to a website like Amazon.com, you click one button and you're in. Unify ID uses the recent sensor data from your phone, computer, wearables, and other nearby devices. If the signals match, you're in. No passwords to remember, no codes to read off your phone, and no fuss. This is the future of authentication. Now, I'll hand my phone to Kurt, and he'll try to do the same thing. Kurt's going to walk over, sit down, and try to log in. Now, Kurt has my computer. He has my phone. He even knows my passcode, which, by the way, is 5555. Don't worry, that's the same passcode as over 6 million other Americans. Now, unfortunately for Kurt, the signal...
So it doesn't work, because the beauty of Unify ID, and I'm testing it, so it's true, it's working, it's based on your walk. So because the accelerometer and all the sensors in the iPhone, you can have like a unique walk. So I think it's brilliant. If you have to code something about that, there's plenty of tools and toys to do some cool stuff. So for me, one little advice for the future is design for biometrics. It works really well, and also I think it's really, really cool, especially when you walk, you arrive on your computer and it opens. So it's brilliant. It's a little bit of magic. Okay, AI, it's basically, you know better than me, I'm pretty sure, but it's easy. It's just a little bit of Python and a little bit of huge data. And I found to explain AI and to work on AI to make two groups. There's assistive AI, where basically it's synchronous. You can use chatbots, you can use apps or e-commerce, stuff like that. But where I think the future is, if you look at the agentive, a concierge, something that, you ask for something and it works in the back end and come back to you. And especially the future, the present of the AI is the fog computing. So the AI is on your phone doing local stuff, and then it goes to the cloud to grab or send some data. So, of course, some big guns are playing with it. So I want to talk about one little detail I found fascinating about AI, and I got a lot of video. So.
Go is the world's oldest continuously played board game. It is one of the simplest and also most abstract.
Beating a professional player at Go is a long-standing challenge of artificial intelligence. Everything we've ever tried in AI just falls over when you try the game of Go.
The number of possible configurations of the board is more than the number of atoms in the universe.
AlphaGo found a way to learn how to play Go.
So far, AlphaGo has beaten every challenge we've given it.
But we won't know its true strength until we play somebody who is at the top of the world, like Lee Sedol.
A match like no other is about to get underway in South Korea.
They said all is to Go what Roger Federer is to tennis.
Just the very thought of a machine playing a human is inherently intriguing.
The place is a madhouse.
Welcome to the DeepMind Challenge.
The whole world is watching.
Can Lee Sedol find AlphaGo's weakness? Whoa. Is there, in fact, a weakness?
The game kind of turned on its axis.
Oh, look at his face.
That is not a confident face.
It's developing into a very, very dangerous fight.
Ooh, hold the phone. Lee has left the room.
In the end, it is about pride.
I think something went wrong.
Yeah, it's made a mistake.
It's got to pronounce a miracle.
These ideas that are driving AlphaGo are going to drive our future.
This is it, folks.
So basically, it's a documentary, and seriously, watch it. It's wonderful. AlphaGo played fifth game against this wonderful human, best player of Go in the world. Won the 3 first because of a wonderful code, but also because the player, it's like chess. You analyze the other player. You're playing against a human. And the world champion was facing a non-emotive computer. You just no emotions. So because he wanted to understand how the AI works, he lose. So the fourth game, or the third game, anyway, he stopped thinking what is an AI. And he started to play creative, like really creative. And on the 30 moves, he made one move that only the solution was 1 at 65,000. So quite a very good player. And the AI didn't understand. It was creative. And the AI was like, whoa. And the AI lose. What is funny in this documentary, it's not an AI against humans. It's one player who's playing for the humankind against AI. There's hope. He won one match, so we are not yet doomed, so it's cool. What I'm thinking is, nice transition, AI are tools for our creativity, because now you can think differently, and this world champion lose none of his next games because he learned from the AI to think differently. So it's cool. AR. Just a little scenario. I woke up in the morning, prepare the breakfast for my son, go to my coffee machine, no more coffee. I take my phone, okay, look at the coffee machine or the coffee pack, use the AR, go to Amazon or stuff like that. It recognizes what I need. I see a web tag, I press Touch ID, buy. Easy, it's coming. It's really cool. But I have a special dédicace for Anna and Anastasia. They are in the room, and that's for you. So it's augmented reality, and you're changing the color of your hair in life. The demo looks shit a little bit, to be honest. Like she's doing like this. Yeah, we get it. But it's cool. It's working, and it's using a lot of machine learning, and it's great. I think it's really nice. But also you have this. This is really cool. I'm doing a prototype at the moment in AR, and it's very, very accurate. I think it's 1 millimeter wrong, but it's all right, you know. So you can measure with your camera. I don't understand why you need to measure this, but it's cool. When you do a demo, try to be like a little bit more creative, please. But it's fun, it's cool. And this one is, I think, I don't understand why they made it, but it's cool. What's the purpose, you know? Look, 1, 2, 3, boom, done. Oh, come on. What's the pleasure? Okay. So don't play Sudoku if you have that, you know. So, all right, okay, that's cool. But from my point of view, it's just a geek stuff, but it's fun. So I want to show that to my mother. She's a fan of that, and she will say, yeah, anyway. I'm a big fan of chatbot. So I love AR, but I think chatbots are super powerful for forms. And I've been working with the company at the moment, TESS, and there's a problem in when you're a teacher in UK and you want to apply for a job. Basically, you have this form that you have to fill, and it's 160 questions. Look at that. That's a responsive design, okay? Not very adaptive. So you have 160 questions, 4 hours. So we design a bot that is more friendly than this form fill, and we reduce the time by 20 minutes. And you can think of using bots for that. There's a famous bot called a VisaBot. You're sending all the documents, and you get a visa for the US quite easily. So it's really great. But I think we talk about a lot of technology. But as a designer and as a user experience architect, I believe in one thing. And I don't believe in technology. I believe in humans. And for me, the future of mobile is massively humans. It's us and how we behave and how we think we should create a better society. So, for example, I love this hack, the famous. So, seriously, no technology needed. Okay. I got another one. I love it. So, basically, you need to dial 999. So, find the 9. So, probably 3333333. So that's the problem with human. We design lovely stuff, but also bear in mind, if you have kids, that Banksy tweeted that recently, and all the kids are playing outside, and it's not available on the App Store, you know? It's us networking. We don't need an app. We just need to say, hey, I'm Johan, nice to meet you, and we talk because we are made of that. But also, I want to tell you a little thing that I think it's important. Go to Ethical Design Manifesto, look at that. They are saying, and I sign for it, we sell products, not people. So basically, we respect human rights and the human effort and the human experience. Because sometimes I think as designer, developers, we focus on the technology, but we have to take care of the human. And it's our beauty. And also, what I think is crazy is, this is a South Korean ad. You have that in the streets, in the paper. And they say, the more you connect, the less you connect. And I think this is true. I told you, in the playground, I see parents on their phone where just interact with the others. You don't need to look at your latest Instagram stuff or Facebook. Just connect with people. And to finish on a very positive note, I found a video that I fall in love with a Polish designer, and I'm very, very happy to share this with you.
Dobre krzesło to jest dzieło wieloletnich prób i błędów. No nie przypuszczałem, że ono zda próbę życia. To znaczy, że ta intuicja projektanta nadała mu takie kształty, które w praktyce zdały egzamin. No, ponieważ chodziło o to, żeby nadać troszeczkę więcej szlachetności, to ono zostało wykonane w afromozji. Afrykańskie właśnie drewno. Pająk jest pewnego rodzaju symbolem. Myśmy nie mieli kontaktu żadnego z rzeczywistością, tą zachodnią. Na wschód szły meble, które właśnie były oparte na naszych wzorach. Odzyskałem jakby honor. Nie uznawano autorstwa żadnego wtedy. Każdy dostaje rano zadanie, ma zrobić i cześć. I właściwie nie liczenie się absolutnie z wartościami, które myśmy tworzyli. Jestem zbyt skromnym człowiekiem, żeby się nazywać artystą. Artystą to jest być więcej coś. Ja uważam, że jestem po prostu projektantem. Designerem, jak to teraz się nazywa. Miałem takie społecznikowskie zacięcie i dostrzegałem po prostu takie luki w tej dziedzinie. Lubię ludzi po prostu.
This guy is blind, and it was the first time he touched his creation. And I think you guys Polish are the future of mobile. So, thank you. So, because I own this room, I'm gonna make a selfie with you. Can I have some light? Because it's my first time in front of so many people. So, can you put some light, please? Light on, light on, light on, light on. No? Okay, don't worry. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Yeah, raise your hand. Yeah, cool, guys. Yeah. Woo! Thank you. Any questions? No? Oh, come on. You have many questions. We have 10 minutes, so you can go out for a smoke, coffee. No, I'm kidding. So, seriously, no question? It's cool. Yeah, they put the light on. Yeah, it's all right. I made my selfie, you know. It's all right.
Small question. What's the name of the measuring application? The application that measures in real time.
I don't know. Use your phone. There's an app for that. Come on. Easy one, easy one. Yeah. I didn't make the measurement. Hey, I got an announcement, seriously. if any iOS developer would like to work on a side project, I'm playing with ARKit, and I think as a side project, just to understand the UI and what we can do, and some stupid things, like just playing. So come to me and we talk about that. Another question? Don't be shy. It's the beginning of the conference. Okay, give me a good note, yeah, a good quote. And I think, what do you think? Done? We're good? We're good? Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah. Ciao. Thanks.